Hey guys, it's Joe again, and welcome to day 2 of my 30 videos in 30 days. I'm wearing a new shirt today that I received from my sister Mary yesterday. And included with the shirt, she sent me a letter, or a paper that she had written about me when she was in 6th grade. They were writing about their role models, and she wrote about how I was one of her role models in her life. And the first sentence is, "How did he get to be so perfect?" And I knew any paper that starts out like that had to be good. And she goes on to say, you know, Joe has been one of the role models in my life since the day I was born, and I find myself trying to be like him more and more. Goes on, it was just a really touching and moving letter, and it was really awesome to receive it because, you know, obviously I'm her older brother. I guess I'm making a good impression, hopefully, but it was never spelled out like that, and she had never said it so concretely before, that it was just so touching and so moving to read through the paper and to hear it specifically like that. And so this really made my day yesterday, and it inspired me to make this video today, because I think when we're going through a healing process, we're worried about nutrition, and we're worried about treatments, and we're worried about all these external things in our life. Sometimes we're missing the simplest and the most important pieces. I'm a big believer that changing nutrition and going through treatments, just all of those things, that's not enough. There's another piece that you need to address if you want to fully recover from cancer. And that's the emotional piece. That's dealing with your mindset and dealing with your emotions and dealing with your relationships with people. Because I think those aspects often get forgotten about when we're undergoing treatments and when we're trying to recover. And it's my belief that you're never going to fully recover if you don't address your mindset and your emotions. Now, one exercise to cultivate more love and gratitude and positive emotions in your life is a love letter exercise that I got from Dr. John Douillard. And in this exercise, what I'd recommend you guys to do is to take some quiet time for yourself and write a letter to someone that you're very close to. Write down all the things that you love about them, all the things that you're grateful for, all the ways that you're grateful that they're in your life. And they never have to see this letter, so go ahead and express everything that you want to. Some things that you might be cautious about saying to them in person, you can write them in the letter. That's the first step, is to go and write that letter and see how you feel. If you want to take it a step further, you can send them this letter. Send them in a card, send them the letter in a mail, give it to them in person, and just have them read it by themselves. I guarantee it'll make a big impact on them, and it'll make you happy as well, knowing that you lifted this person up a little bit. The third step, if you want to take it even further, and this is going to make a much bigger impact than just sending it to them, is you can actually meet with them, sit down with them, and read them the things that you wrote in this letter. Read it to them in person, and then give them the letter afterwards. Now, this may feel scary to you. I know this did feel scary to me when I did this about a year ago. I wrote a letter to my dad about all the things I was grateful for about him. And as sort of a Christmas present, I sat down with him and read the letter to him when I was at home for Christmas. But I gotta say, it was the couple hours before I was gonna do that, I was very nervous. I was physically very tense and anxious, and it just seemed really scary to be so vulnerable, especially to someone that I'm very close to. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why, for me personally, it can be so scary expressing emotions like that, but it was, and maybe that's the case for you too. But if you push through it, I guarantee you it will be an incredible experience. I could tell it was very moving for him to have me read it like that, and Then I gave him the letter in a frame. He put it up on his dresser, and it was a great experience for him and a great experience for me. Definitely something I would recommend everyone to do. But as a first step, just take some quiet time yourself and go ahead and write down that letter for someone, whether or not you share it with them. And let me know how it goes. In the comments below, let me know who you're going to write your letter about. I'm interested to hear. So thanks for listening, guys, and I will see you again tomorrow.